everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome back. Today is very, very early, to say the least. This is actually one of the first times I'm doing a morning video, so the coffee is more purposeful than ever today, I must say. Today I'm going to be chatting with you guys about sort of a fun subject, might be touchy for some, but it has fun intentions for sure. A popular topic of conversation between my friends and I at the age that we've reached, I'm 25 myself, most of my friends are within that age range, is the subject of kids and having kids, as well a popular subject between my mother and I, but for different reasons. So today I wanted to talk to you not just about my take on myself having kids, of course it is me referring to my preference, but I wanted to bring an interesting twist to it in that I wanted to actually hear some kids' perspectives. So I was actually speaking with one of my colleagues from work yesterday via FaceTime, and her children were in the background, and the subject had come up, and I said, yeah, no, I'm still in the same boat, I don't want kids. That's my stance, by the way, I don't want kids. I don't want kids, I don't want to have kids, and her little boy was in the background and he's saying, well, what about this? Well, how about this? Well, how about this? And then I thought that it would be a great idea to have, I got a sample of about 5 kids from 2 different families here, ranging from ages 8 to 13, and they have shared their child perspective thoughts with me on why they think all parents, all adults should have kids. So the deal was, I promised them that I would share their thoughts with all of you, and I'm going to have make a point of making a little rebuttal today for each. So let's hop right into it. As best as I can remember, I will point out the age and gender of the child whose opinion I am voicing, except I'm obviously going to be leaving names out of it. So without further ado, now just as a disclaimer, before I start, there's always a disclaimer, right? My first instinct when someone asks me if you want to have kids, I say no. I currently do not think that I will have kids. However, in the words of a wise man, never say never. Justin Bieber. Then again, he broke up with Selena Gomez, so I don't know about his credibility. Anyway, so I'm not saying that I absolutely swear that I will never have kids. It's not a chance. I'm open-minded to having kids and to the fact that, of course, I still have a lot of growing and changing and life fulfillment to endure. But as per my current age, 25, and my current short and long-term goals for life, I don't think that kids are in my future. Let's hear why I'm wrong. So my first reason is coming from a female 13-year-old, okay? So this is the oldest of our group. She says, kids make life more fun. Well, I would say that that's dependent on the adult's definition of fun. Tell you what, a 13-year-old female friend of mine, why don't you go ask mom and dad what they think fun is right now? And then ask mom and dad what they thought fun was 13 years ago. Okay? So, sure, if you're an absolute child lover and you love playing and you have that strong sense of, kid in you from as an adult, then great, absolutely kids are fun. If you like chasing around a rather loud, tiny human many hours of the day, then yes, absolutely kids are fun. So my rebuttal officially is it depends on each person's definition of fun. Again, bringing it back to me, I don't think any of the above things are fun. What I find fun is being outside in the summertime and relaxing without a screaming kid in the background. What I find fun is eating a lot of snacks that I don't have to share with my kids. What I find fun is going on vacation. That's a big one. Traveling without having to babysit kids. So officially, I'm saying it depends on that adult's idea of fun. Let's hear again from our 13-year-old female. Reason number 2, you should have kids. They will love you forever. So will my mom. Reason number 3. This is coming from our female sample's little brother. He is 11. So an 11-year-old male. This is a good one. You should have kids because they let the dog in and out. Okay, well, who's gonna let you in and out, so to say? Because I'm pretty sure it was about 3 to, I don't know, when do kids get potty trained? 2 to 4. There's a solid at least 2 years in there where no one's taking you out. Okay. So letting the pets in and out, sure. However, if as an adult I'm choosing to get a pet, I am fully aware of and willing to do the chores and responsibilities and perform the responsibilities associated with that pet. So you gotta come up with a better one than that. Number 4, back to our 13-year-old. It's fun watching them grow up. Okay, well now we're getting all smushy on me. Okay, it's also fun to watch myself grow up. Actually, better yet, it's also fun to watch myself not have to grow up if I don't have a kid. So there's that. And also, if you want to watch something grow up, they sell those little like foam dinosaur things that you put in water and it grows in like a couple of days. So that's an option as well. My favorite one, I should have saved it for last. Reason number 5, you should have kids. 11-year-old male here. You're never alone, he says. You're never alone is a reason you should have kids. You're never alone. Okay, exactly is my rebuttal. You're never alone. I don't know if you guys have seen that YouTube video or the Instagram meme of it's this mother hiding in a pantry eating the licorice, and I think it went viral. It was like on Ellen or something, I don't know. And she's eating candy in the pantry, and she's like, yeah, they never leave, they never leave. And she puts the camera under the door, and it's literally her child's fingers reaching from under the door. With all due respect for anyone who has a kid or many children, that looks and sounds like a nightmare, okay? Even if they're a quiet little angel baby kid, I love my alone time. The idea that someone is always around for every free minute you have in your own home sounds like an absolute nightmare. Am I being a Debbie Downer here? I hope not. I'm sure there's lots of people out there that feel the same way as me. If not about some, then most of these things, but never being alone, no thank you. Okay. Reason number 6. They're really cute. I agree. All babies are cute. All babies are cute. That's my opinion there. Most children are cute. However, you can still enjoy the cuteness of a baby as a fun aunt, as I currently do. If we're getting down to the looks of a kid, you know, and yeah, how they act and how they speak are cute too. Great, I'll just go hang out with babies and small children in my family or my friends' kids when I want to, in moderation, when I can go home after. Also, pictures are a thing. Let me just scroll through my photos on my phone of the pictures of my niece and my family members' children and my friends' children without having to wash their hands, change them, feed them, get their sticky fingers all over everything in the house. Visual and conversational cuteness of a child can be had in moderation and by choice, voluntarily, with other people's children without having to have one. Okay, I'll be the first to admit here that I actually don't have a rebuttal for this one. Reason number 7, they'll continue your legacy. There really isn't any way around that, so I will give 1 point to the children for that one. Well, you can also name things that you own after yourself, and then they will, no, there's nothing. I'll give you that one, kiddo. All right, that was coming from our spunky 13-year-old female again, so all right, 1 point you, that's fine. Reason number 8, why you should have kids. So this is moving on to a different family of children. This is an 11-year-old female. This is a direct quote. I said to her, I think the question I had asked, it was my first question. I said, why do you think it's important for adults to have babies? Why do you think it's important for adults to have kids? They make you happy. I don't know. Sometimes. She wouldn't have known the difference because she didn't know what I was asking her for, but in my head I was saying, exactly! I don't know, sometimes. Well, you know what, kiddo? I want to be happy all the time, so there's that. Sometimes. Reason number 9. This is coming from an 8-year-old. So this is the youngest of our sample. An 8-year-old girl. I had changed up my questions a little bit. I said, if I told you I was getting married, but I didn't want to have kids, what would you say to me? That's not cool. When your husband's at work, you'll have no one to have fun with. Okay, myself. Puzzles are fun. Eating is fun. Also, hello, how I self-identify here. You're assuming that I won't have 13 cats. Like, hello. And also, I have friends. Thank you very much. I can have fun with other people when I want, when I'm not being a hermit. Also, like, if I'm married and living with a man for the rest of my life, I'm going to very much treasure my alone time when he's at work. Assuming that I'm also working from home. Yeah, I'm going to be working at my job too, so I will have social interactions in the workplace. And last but not least, our last reason for why I should have kids is coming from a 10-year-old boy within the same family. One of the other questions I had asked them was, I had asked him, so he had told me how he felt about me having kids and why adults should have kids. And I said, okay, tell me what you bring to your family. What about you living in your household is good for your family, is a good thing? Maybe a heavy question to ask a 10-year-old. And he says, I don't know. I just know I like living with a lot of people. So what is your answer there? What you bring to your household? I don't know. I just like living with a lot of people. So are you saying, that there's strength in numbers? Quantity is what your answer is? Quantity of people? Listen, bud, if you want to talk about quantity, I can definitely tell you right now and in the future, at any point in time, I will be much happier living in a house with, say, 10 cakes in the fridge than if I have a house with 10 children running around. That's all I have to say about that. So, given the fact that I had a rebuttal for 9 out of 10 of these reasons, and I only gave a point with no rebuttal whatsoever for one of your reasons, out of 5 children, okay? 5 of you, 1 of me, come on now. You have a collective age of like 35 to 40, and I'm a wise 25-year-old who had an answer for everything. I win. All right. Well, as I said before at the beginning of the video, I definitely feel strongly right now that I will not be having kids. There won't be kids in my future. However, no disrespect whatsoever to those of you that A, already have kids, or B, really, really want them, whether you're my age, older, or younger. I think that absolutely kids can bring a lot of fulfillment to your life for sure. Yes, sometimes they are fun. Yes, sometimes they can make you happy and bring a lot of joy to the household for sure. But my big picture is that when I weigh my life and my quality of life and my happiness with and without having kids, I just put more value on my life without having kids right now. That's all it comes down to. But share your thoughts with me in the comments, guys. What do you think? What is your age range? What are your plans for kids in the future? And most importantly, how do you feel about how times are changing? You know, if a lot of you out there, if you're my age, you probably have parents who might have more kids than the average set of parents today, but also had them at a lot of a younger age. And I find that's really, really dying down now. I think, at least where I'm from, like in Canada, the average age for people having kids is at least, high 20s to 30s, where I have a lot of friends that their parents gave birth like for the first time when they were 18, 19, 20, and that was normal back then. So yeah, let me know what you think. What are your thoughts? What are your maybe rebuttals back for some of my arguments to these poor little babies? Thank you so much to my 5 children who shared their opinions with me. Better luck next time.